AskReddit by Ugdurgler. Which album do you think has no bad songs on it, and can be listened all the way through? I'm just going to sort by controversial to find some new music. Edit. Yeah, this doesn't work as I thought it would. I see a lot of great suggestions in the replies here, though. Reddit both loves and hates Imagine Dragons, I get it. It's always Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd in posts like these. Daughters, you won't get what you want. Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. Deleted. I love this album and the entire story of how it came to be. I remember picking this up in a dusty record store back in the earlier 2000s and was completely blown away. I'm more of a metal guy now, but this album was pretty badass at the time of discovery. I was hoping to see this one in here. London Calling. This album is my happy place. I know it seems weird, but the Clash make me want to wear my combat boots and kick depression's ass. Interpol, Turn on the Bright Lights. Paul's voice at the end of Stella was a diver's. Sleep Depe Smoker. That's not fair. This is also the answer to everyone at the office gets to choose one song for the office playlist. The Cars debut album, The Cars. Yeah, that movie had some great music. Supertramp, Breakfast in America. I fucking love Crime of the Century as well. Thanks Dad. Tom Petty, Wildflowers. Rage Against the Machine, Rage Against the Machine. Bomb Track is such a good opener, it gets me stoked. Elton John, Yellow Brick Road. Honky Chateau. Grace by Jeff Buckley. And X200B. The single most beautiful album I've ever heard. Seriously a masterpiece. Gone Too Soon. Talking Heads, Remain in Light. Stop Making Sense is also amazing. Great live performance. The Cranberries, No Need to Argue. Do Little Pixies. I'd vote Surfer Rosa. Disintegration, The Cure. Disintegration is the best album ever, Kyle Broflovsky. Arcade Fire, Funeral. Blown away that AF are barely mentioned in this entire thread. I prefer The Suburbs but could listen to any AF album in its entirety anytime. Might skip Chemistry if I'm not in an absolutely top mood. The Downward Spiral, 9 Inch Nails. I love The Downward Spiral and The Fragile and With Teeth. All 9 Inch Nails is good, but these three I've listened to start to finish more often than I can count. Fleet Foxes, Fleet Foxes. I feel this way about Helplessness Blues as well. Good Kid, MAAD City King, Kendrick Lamar. Why the fuck isn't this closer to the top? All the songs are bangers. The skits are really good and the whole album is about loss and redemption via faith. It's a complex masterpiece of all the things that music should be. Plus, Dominoes. Portishead Dummy. I'd argue Beck's Odelay is also fantastic all the way though. Violent Fam, https://www.youtube.com/watch?voijod sjibth right square bracket open bracket https://www.youtube.com/watch v=kejoddsjit8. This was the first thing that came to my mind and I'm so fucking stoked that other people feel that way about the Violent Fam. Deloused in the Comatorium, the Mars Volta. Recorded in a way that there are no pauses in between each song. Edit. Wow, this blew up. I'm so glad there are so many at the drive-in the Mars Volta fans. Hopefully some new fans came out of this as well. Deleted. Came here to say Dija Nintendo. but honestly I love all their stuff. Brand New is my favorite band. Unplugged in New York, Nirvana. As someone else said, got me into Nirvana. Except it was 1994 I believe. Played it on repeat on a long bus ride for a field trip in 6th grade, sharing a Walkman with my friend. Fell in love. To this day, there's a part in Where Did You Sleep Last Night that still gives me chills. The whole album is absolute perfection though. Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream. Fucking love that album. Mayonnaise is the most brilliant song ever. Yoshimi battles the pink robots The Flaming Lips. Edit, thanks for all the awards. The Soft Bulletin is the actual perfect album. Jar of Flies, Alice in Chains. But, Dirt. The Killer's Hot Fuss. Smile Like You Mean It, Somebody Told Me, and all these things that I've done. Perfection. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. Lateralus Tool. The Link Gojira. Brothers in Arms, Dire Straits. Every song is brilliant. Wow. I'm shocked to see Dire Straits on here. I love Mark Knopfler. Godly guitarist. The Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. Legitimate perfection. Agreed. It's bonafide. Modest Mouse. Good news for people who love bad news. Lonesome Crowded West and The Moon and Antarctica are also great. Boston Boston. Not a single wasted track. Is there any other album where every song on it receives pretty frequent radio play? Gorillaz, Demon Days. Outkast, Aquemini. Edit, apologies if I did this wrong. I'm bad at the internet, but thanks for all of the votes and awards. Music is an art form and subjective, so none of these posts are wrong and I found some good ones on here. If I had to round out my top 5, Beck, Morning Phase, Anything He Does Is Amazing, Daft Punk, Homework and REM, Automatic for the People. I have to show my fellow gamers some love as well. Mega Man 2 and Amp 3, Borderlands 2 and Amp 3, could sit in the main menu just for the music, Hollow Knight, Metroid Prime, and Zelda, A Link to the Past. Much love to the internet and have a good day. Demon Days is just brilliant. I love all Barnes' other projects but none are perfect. Van Morrison Moondance. Astral Weeks is perfect to me as well. Songs for the Deaf Queens of the Stone Age. Red-Headed Stranger Willie Nelson. IDK if it counts cause it's a sort of greatest hits, but Alice in Chains Unplugged is the greatest unplugged set ever recorded and the best greatest hits album ever put together. Fight me. How we feeling out there? How's your drive time commute? I Need a Saga. What's the saga? It's songs for the deaf. You can't even hear it. Paul Simon Graceland. My mom despises Paul Simon, so I didn't hear Graceland until I was an adult, and the first time I did, I listened to it 4 times in a row, all the way through just all day. Perfection. Back to Black Amy Winehouse. Beach Boys Pet Sounds. Just got this on vinyl. I read Brian Wilson put most of it together while the rest of them went on tour. Genius. Don't Talk is haunting. Cake Fashion Nugget. Comfort Eagle for me. Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. Rumors Fleetwood Mac. Corestone Temple Pilots. 10 Pearl Jam. I posted this one too. Guess I should have scrolled through the comments first. Feel like the whole album builds quite a mood. I think it is one of the few albums that really needs all the songs. They are great individually but even greater as a whole. Blue Album, Weezer. I was going to say Pinkerton. Love them both. Perfect albums through and through. The Black Keys El Camino. Hit after hit on that album. Thanks for the award. Reading through the replies, I also agree that their new stuff is great. I just think that El Camino is their peak album. Elliott Smith Figure 8. Either or would be my pick, but I'm here for all Elliott Smith. Torches Foster the People. I played that album non-stop when it came out, and rediscovered it a couple months ago. Still incredible. Illmatic Naeus. I saw Naeus perform the entire album at Coachella. Best night ever. Led Zeppelin IV. Glass Animals Zaba. I still listen to Zaba quite often and it never gets old. Same with How to Be a Human Being. Black Holes and Revelations Muse. Edit, I'd listen through any of their albums any day. I picked Black Holes because I already saw Absolution mentioned scrolling through. Those two and Origin of Symmetry are the three most perfect albums to me. Absolution is my favorite by a wide margin.